The Fishbone diagram, also known as the Ishikawa diagram, is a productivity tool used to research and identify the root cause of issues. Issues are common, regardless of whether it's in the workplace or at home. Some of them are obvious and easy to resolve, while others are more complex. These complex problems can be diagnosed using a fishbone diagram. It helps us to think about possible causes and categorize all the different factors that may have led to the issue. By using a fishbone diagram, you're more likely to find the root cause or causes of the problem rather than conclude with an immediate solution, which may later turn out to be incorrect. By approaching the resolution in a systematic manner, you become much more likely to permanently resolve the problem the first time. In a nutshell, using a fishbone diagram can help you find the root causes of the problem. A fishbone diagram takes its name from the fact it resembles the shape of a fish skeleton. The head of the fishbone diagram represents the problem you want to investigate, and the backbone of the skeleton connects the spines, which represent the range of likely and related causes, bundled together in two categories. The most common way to create a fishbone diagram is by brainstorming with your teams, and when doing this, the categories can be useful, as they focus the discussion on a particular group of causes, rather than trying to consider all possible factors. In manufacturing, it's common to use what's known as the 5M, which stands for man, machine, material, method, and measurement. In service industries, it's common to use the 4S, standing for surroundings, suppliers, systems, and scale. The fishbone diagram goes by several other names, including a cause and effect diagram, an Ishikawa diagram, and herringbone diagram. Let's look at an example. Suppose you are running an e-commerce platform for online sales of some physical or digital products, and unexpectedly it crashes. The priority is to get the website running as soon as possible by an immediate quick fix, probably restoring from a backup. However, once the urgent matter at hand is resolved, the next step is to introduce the fishbone diagram to identify the root cause of the issue and fix it permanently. To do this, you get the key members of your team together, along with a fishbone template, and brainstorm the potential reasons the website crashed. There are 4 steps you need to do to use the fishbone diagram. Firstly, you state the problem. Then you define your categories. Brainstorm each category. And finally, you analyze your results. Let's look at each in detail. Step 1. State the problem. The first step in the process is to state the problem you wish to remedy. This is usually done in the form of a question. For our example, it would be, why did our website crash? And we update the fishbone template to reflect this. Step 2. Define the categories you use to guide the brainstorming. These categories we initially create are not permanent. You can always create new categories or remove categories later, as the brainstorming session evolves further, from different perspectives and thoughts. For our example, we begin with using the following 3 categories. Category 1. System to capture courses associated with the system itself. Category 2. Process to capture any process issues that might have caused the website to crash. And finally, Category 3. Humans, to capture any potential human errors that may have caused the website to crash. Step 3. Brainstorm the likely causes for one category at a time. By brainstorming with your team, you're going to generate a list of top-level ideas that may have caused the website to crash. It can be useful to dig deeper into each of these potential causes using a technique called 5 whys. The purpose of the 5 whys is to help you ensure you've uncovered the true root cause, rather than just a superficial one. The technique works by asking why 5 times. As an example, suppose we initially thought the website crashed because it ran out of memory. Then the follow-on whys would tentatively be: 1. Why did it run out of memory? Because it was incorrectly configured. 2. Why was it incorrectly configured? Because the site administrator made a mistake. 3. Why did he make a mistake? Because the development team hadn't provided adequate instructions. 4. Why did they not provide adequate information? Because they assumed it was obvious. In this example, we asked why 4 times, and were unable to delve any deeper. But notice that by using the 5 whys, we shifted our thinking, that the website crashed because it ran out of memory, to realize that it may have been a human error. An engineer assumed something was obvious, when to the site administrator it wasn't. Now as you brainstorm all causes, category by category, you update your Fishbone template, and it will end up looking something like you see in the picture. Except that there will probably be much more causes. There are several advantages and disadvantages associated with Fishbone diagrams. In terms of advantages, they are easy to understand and clearly show the relationship between cause and effect. They help find the most likely cause of the problem. They can be applied to a range of problems, and the whole team gains a better understanding of the issues. In terms of disadvantages, the diagram doesn't help you prioritize causes. You have to do that by yourself. The output of the brainstorming is only as good as your discussion or session with your team. They can also become unwieldy to use for very complex issues. For issues that may have a ton of potential causes, it's very difficult to represent graphically, and you may end up wasting time discussing causes that have very little impact on the problem. In summary, the Fishbone diagram or Ishikawa diagram was developed in the 1960s and provides a visual way to find the causes of a problem. It can be used in any industry and for many purposes including identifying manufacturing defects and improving processes. The process of creating the Fishbone diagram can also help you create a shared understanding of a problem amongst the members of your team. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and follow us for our upcoming videos of productivity improvements.